I need the car that's off the hook. Old school dope look. Paint job got them shook.
You are now listening to a Power Requires Hustle presentation. What up, world? This is King Kold the Rapper, and I'm hanging out in the Rabbit Hole studio with my homie, The Jokerr. Say what up, The Jokerr.
Yo, J to the O, all the way up in this bitch with King Kold.
Yeah, man, super dope to finally get you on the podcast, man. I've been trying for a hot minute to link up with you, man, you're always busy. I'm always busy. It's the motherfucking grind of the business. But you've had a lot of shit going on in your life, man. You've had beef with a ton of motherfuckers. It's unbelievable how much beef you've had. You know what I'm saying? I posted on my Twitter, I was like, man, we're going to talk about the beef with Playboy The Beast. We're going to talk about your beef with the random underground dudes that just came at you, from left field for no reason. We're going to talk about the beef we ate at Laurie's that was off the hook. We'll probably spend more time on that than anything because I miss it so much. But, man, we've, literally some background story between me and you. So I was looking for somebody to do some mixing and mastering on my second album because there was a house fire in the studio and all of our shit got wrecked and we were literally putting this album together with bits and pieces. And I was amazed and surprised that somehow I got linked up with you. I sent you some tracks, man, and you literally turned the most basic waveforms that I had, bits and pieces of shit, and just balanced out stuff and helped me out so much in a multitude of ways. And then you suggested, hey, you should come out to LA and work on a music video. And at that point in my life, that was not even almost on my agenda. In fact, I hated the idea of doing videos. But bruh, I flew my scared ass because I'm terrified of heights, and bruh, being on a plane is as high as you could fucking get. And I flew all the way to LA and worked with you, man, and I promise ever since we worked together, man, I've been really watching what you've been doing and how you've been making moves and all the crazy drama you've been going through. You got motherfuckers coming out the woodwork coming at you, and it's crazy because it's I don't even understand how you get anything done with the crazy multitude of bullshit you're going through. But let's start from the beginning with the whole thing. Tell your side of the story of what happened with this crazy bitch and this $30-something thousand she's complaining about.
Yeah, well, I finally made a video explaining that whole situation on my YouTube channel. Everyone's welcome to go check that out.
Plug your YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's pretty in-depth. The YouTube channel currently is The Jokerr's Legacy. So if you just Google The Jokerr's Legacy, you'll see that. It'll come up. You know, I got millions of views and close to 80,000 subscribers. So it's a pretty big footprint there to track down. But yes, The Jokerr's Legacy, I believe it's youtube.com/The Jokerr's Legacy.
Yeah, for you guys that don't know, The Jokerr is actually a big motherfucking deal and has been for a hot minute, bruh. Literally, since as long as I can remember, he has just been a household name with any underground fan, whether you like the dude or you don't. You know, his music speaks for itself. But anywho, rolling on.
Yeah, so well, I appreciate that first of all, and yeah, it was dope working with you when you came here. That was a blast, and I saw that you took a lot that you learned from working with me, and you ran with it in your own direction, which is dope because I like that. You know, sometimes I get frustrated when I'll do something dope for someone, and then they'll go fuck up the rest of their project or their album.
Yeah, we talked about that.
With me. Yeah, but I noticed that when you went back and started working on your own shit, you used our video as the standard, and you started working with dope videographers, and everything about what you did kind of jumped up in quality after working with me. So I'm totally cool with that. I'm much more happy with somebody taking what they learned from me and then running with it, rather than getting some dope done and then going back and having the rest of their album look like shit or sound like shit.
And that's why I try to tell dudes, I'm like, look, man, I got a buddy of mine that lives here locally, and I'm like, bruh, you want to do something tight, because he loves your music, like I love your music, you know what I'm saying? He pulls inspiration from it and builds ideas, and his ideas have gotten so much bigger since mine have, and it kind of works like that, 7 circles of Kevin Bacon shit. But
yeah.
Anywho,
6 degrees of separation.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? But I've been trying to talk to him. I've been like, bruh, go to L.A. Get your scared ass on the plane like I did. Go to L.A. and work with this man. I mean, like, investing in yourself as an artist is the most important thing you can do. And it's very rare where you find somebody that's been there and done that like you have, that's actually willing to work with, you know, a younger artist that's up and coming.
Yeah,
You know?
and you know what? And that's why I think a lot of this beef happens, because my disposition is that. My disposition is like, wear my heart on my sleeve, like, help everybody. I want to see everybody win, so I'm very eager to, like, let people in, show them what I know, teach them what I know, help them with this, help them with that. And it comes from a real innocent place, but I didn't realize just in my youth, just being so boisterous and open and gregarious, that tendency can be taken as weakness and can be taken advantage of very easily in the world when you get people who kind of are more shut in or a little bit more calculated and not as innocent as you are. A lot of times people will take that shit for granted. I kind of just was innocently doing my shit, just showing people, helping people. Like, we hung out, you know, we get along great because you're a real motherfucker. But if you get me around somebody who's kind of shady or doesn't have the truest of intentions, and I'm real open and honest and transparent, then eventually that kind of is a perfect recipe for a little bit of a disaster. Because the thing is, I'm also, even though I'm really nice and I'm very transparent, wear my heart on my sleeve, I also have a spine, and I'm also not a coward. I'm also not non-confrontational. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a recipe for disaster when you're fucking around with me. If you're not like just like me. Like, I've been recording the grimiest of the grimiest hood niggas and drug dealers since I was a kid. Like, I opened up the Joker's Lair Studios in Arizona when I was 18, and all my clientele were like literally like street dudes. Like, that's just
Gangbangers and like, yeah.
Yeah. And this was back in 2003, 2004. So, you know, MySpace and Facebook and all the social media shit wasn't popping, and not everybody had a studio in their bedroom. So, you know, when you open up the doors to the recording studio, most of your clientele are just grimy ass hood niggas with cash who want to rap.
Which, to be honest, man, if they got money, they got money. It is what it is.
Well, yeah. And I was like, dude, I'm a pragmatist about it. I'm like, cool. But the thing is that I've still to this day never had issue with them dudes.
Yeah,
like,
but they say
I don't have issue with cutthroat street niggas.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's always the people who are in the middle ground and who aren't confrontational. Because the thing is, if you, like, I always reference my homie Pennywise. If I said or did anything that bothered him in the slightest or was off base or whatever, he's immediately going to talk to me about it. It's not going to be this shit where he buries it and then it's going to come out in a diss 5 years later after I moved out of state or something like that. You
Some
know what I mean?
ridiculous shit, yeah.
Yeah. Or my homie Pete Thurl. He's like one of my best friends and one of the most grimy street niggas ever. I mean, he's got his shit together. Both these dudes got their shit together now. They're not living that life so much anymore, but their background, their pedigree is that. And anytime there's any issue, it's an immediate conversation. It's not a diss. It's not, because the thing is, on the streets you have to be confrontational. It's a life or death thing. You can't be a bitch. You can't sit there and be passive aggressive towards people, and there's no games. It's really like you address the issue as it comes up. So I have no problem with that, with those kind of people. The people I have issues with are the niggas who are like, you know, second guessing everything, or kind of like on the fence about this, on the fence about that. Non-confrontational, kind of smile in your face expediently, and then talk behind your back when you're gone. Those kind of people. So, anyways, we're getting kind of sidetracked. To finish what you're asking about with the chick named Frances and the whole bullshit she was spreading about me, it was just one of those things where, you know, it was a wrong place at the wrong time situation. She reached out to me, wanted to work with me. Again, me being compassionate, having a big heart, her having a story about having her son died, and wanting to finally pursue her dream of starting a record company and all that. We kind of grew closer.
Which is legit, because, I mean, I don't know a guy in this business that hasn't had some kind of money thrown at him in one aspect or another, to help him out. And I mean, bruh, it's a common occurrence. How do you think guys go on fucking tour? Like, that shit costs money, man. You gotta have either a label or some kind of financial backer that throws loot at you in one aspect or another. So, like, when people come at you about, receiving money from people, bro, that is a common occurrence with motherfuckers that don't rap in the garage only. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
no, but the thing is, everybody, when you start having some popularity, everybody starts to look at you as a means to their ends, rather than just as a human being. Like, your little brother or your little sister or whatever, you see them grinding and going to college and starting their career. Like, whatever happens with them, you just want the best for them. You know what I mean? Like, you don't care if they switch, if they change. But the thing is, it's weird about the entertainment industry is that people in their mind have this idea about celebrity and about power and about wealth, and it's like a boundary. And if you're on that side of it, where you have a name, you must be famous and wealthy, and you must have all this shit, at your disposal, all this money and this power at your disposal. And they feel like they're not on that side of the fence. And when they have access to those kind of people, then immediately, instead of just wanting the best for them, they start thinking about, how can I utilize this person who has this platform and this power and this money to fix my problems.
100%.
They just do that.
Yeah.
They just do that shit, and that's just something I never thought about until I started getting more popular. And there's a lot of things that you don't understand about the creative industry and about fame and about popularity until you get it, until you actually have it and have to deal with it. Well, one of them is death, and the other one is that kind of shit. The reason I say death is that, like, it took me by surprise when I started, getting fans and popularity. How many people? Like, you think about it, like, you deal with 1,000 people in your life normally, just every day, any average person. You're going to deal with death once every, maybe a couple of years. Somebody dies, or somebody, a friend of a friend's in a car accident, whatever. But if you take that 1,000 people and multiply it times 100, then you're going to deal with death 100 more times as well.
Literally.
Interacting with fans.
All the time.
Dude, and it's all the time, man.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even realize it. Like, a dude paid me for a collab for a verse, and then I sent the verse back to him, and then I get a response from his mother saying, hey, this is such and such his mom. I took over his email. Unfortunately, he passed away of a fentanyl overdose last week.
Damn.
Like
yeah.
That.
But that shit happens. It really does.
Yeah, that shit happens so much when you put yourself into as a sheer number, just a function of the mathematics involved. Like, 1 million people, 1,000 times more people, that means you have to deal with 1,000 times of everything that goes along with people. One of them is death, and then the second one is people trying to utilize you and your platform for their own ends. And that just happens, and it sneaks up on you, because everybody's going through life for the first time. Like, we're all figuring this out. This is the first time I've been this age. That's the first time you've been that age. The first time homegirl been that age. So nobody has all the answers, and when I'm getting confronted with a situation where somebody is acting as if they're being altruistic, but deep down they have these motives, if I'm not in that mindset thinking that this could be a possibility, I'm just going to take it for face value. And when someone's like, hey, I've seen your struggle, and I really believe in you, and I like you as a person, and I just got this huge settlement where I got all this money in the bank, and I just want to, this is blood money, I don't want to spend any of it on myself, I just want to, like, try to help you get to where you're going. All I want you to do is just take care of my kids someday, because I'm going to be gone pretty soon. Like, and then they send you money. It's like, dude, that's like an answer to prayers. You're not thinking, oh, this is going to turn into some loan shark extortion and shit in a couple years.
No, you would never worry about something like that, especially not if you look at it as like a godsend. Like, me and you, we believe in Jesus, we believe in God, and like when good shit like that happens to us, bro, we know why it happens to us, and sometimes, yeah, and sometimes people take things the wrong way, and they expect more of you than what you can possibly do as a human being.
The thing is that they don't even know what their expectations are.
Yeah.
People that they don't even know why they're doing it. It's just at the time it feels like something they should do, and yeah, like the tendency is to want to attribute that to God or whatever. I'm a little bit more careful with everything now. I'm a little less like, oh, like good is God, bad is the devilish about shit. Because that binary outlook on life and morality and all that is it can be very dangerous mentally, because a lot of times some of the worst shit that happens to you is from God, and some of the best shit that happens to you is from the dark side. I know anybody who likes
I mean,
Dre,
but yeah,
they know
that's
that.
like but that's like a given, yin and yang of life, a little bit of good, a
Yeah,
little bit of
yeah,
bad in everything that we do. So like it really,
yeah.
shit's gonna happen anyways. It really just depends on what your motives are with how you go in life, And
Yeah.
anywho, so chick sent you a
But
bunch of
anyways,
motherfucking money to invest in your
so
career
anyways,
and
the
get
bitch,
forward
yeah,
and
yeah, the bitch did that, and then I was like, oh, it's amazing, that's cool. And then, like I said, I explained it in detail in that little clip, but the gist of it is that later on, it turned into, of course, it wasn't a gift, it was an investment. She wants me to give her outlandish amounts of money a month, like 50% of my income, and then it turned into $5,000 or $6,000, just weird shit. The whole time, I'm like, dude, I can't do that. It's not even feasible. I want to help you because you're the homegirl. You help me. Everything's cool, but you're expecting shit out of me that's not even possible.
yeah,
Because I'm
too
living in,
much stupid shit.
yeah, man. Like you said, you've been to my house and you know where I live. I live in a nice neighborhood in LA, which is one of the most expensive places to live in the country, and it's
Fuck
not
yes, it
arbitrarily.
is.
My wife is an actor, and she's still trying to make it too. She finally got her SAG a couple years ago, and she's on the grind just like me. But the thing is, with an actor, you can't like independent music. You can do anywhere. You could blow up in Indiana or in Phoenix or in Texas. It doesn't matter because you're going straight from yourself to the fans directly all over the internet,
Yeah,
all over
but
the world.
with
So
an actor situation, you have to be there to fucking work in person.
you
They
have
gotta
to,
see
yeah,
you. They gotta know
yeah,
you exist, bruh. They can't.
yeah.
They don't want to fly you the fuck there, cause dude, flying to
Nobody,
LA
yeah,
is
because nobody
expensive as
gives a
shit.
shit. Yeah, nobody gives a shit in the industry, like in the acting industry, where you come from. Like if you're not there, you don't exist. So
100%, yeah. And you gotta be there for
yeah, so
16 hours a fucking day sometimes just to be in the position of being in a role. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly,
bruh, you gotta be
exactly.
active. You gotta be doing it. And like, I tip my hat to you for being a real motherfucker and moving to LA to help out your girl, because she's an amazing person, bruh. And like, she's got a bright future ahead of her. And there's no reason why you shouldn't believe in that too. So like, bruh, your house in LA's dope as shit, but I guarantee you, it's costing a motherfucker, an arm and a leg just
Yeah.
to survive it out there, you know.
Well, that's because the thing is like I believe in myself. I believe in my wife, and I know that it takes sacrifice to win, big time.
Yeah,
So
100%. Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that on everything that it's gonna pay off. But in the meantime, it's gonna be a bitch. So what I'm getting at with regard to the question and saying all that is that I'm even if I make six figures a year off of music, that six figures in LA is not the same as six figures in Tucson, Arizona, or in Flint, Michigan, or in what I mean.
Yeah,
Upstate New York. It's not
100%.
the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
In Phoenix, if I was making the kind of money I'm making now in Phoenix, I could have a mansion. Out here I got a 1,600 square foot, 3-bedroom, two bath house, and the rent on it is damn near $4,000. It's like it's crazy to think about that, especially having come from living in Phoenix my whole life. But again, it goes back to what are you willing to sacrifice to achieve your dreams? How
Yeah.
much do you believe in yourself? How much do you believe in the people around you? And I just made up my mind that I'm gonna make it or I'm gonna die trying, just like 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying. And if it means eating shit and having to deal with extravagant living expenses for a few years to get there, then that's cool. I don't mind that. But people who don't do this don't understand that shit.
Yeah.
People who are from, especially homegirl who's living on welfare in Scotland and has nothing but 12 hours a day to sit there and obsess over why I can't give her $5,000 a month.
Dude, that is
You know what
just
I mean? Like,
outrageous. Like, people don't
no,
understand. Like, do you know how long it would
yeah,
take?
and I've tried to talk to her about this shit too, because a lot of people don't realize that, like, we stayed friends after, like, for a year and a half after she originally sent me that bread. I mean, by the way, she sent me only $20,000, and it was two payments, one of 13, one of 7, and then later on is when she came back talking about, that was an investment, blah, 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 blah. And then she came up with this $35,000 figure. I have no idea where.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where that came from, because that
Yeah,
seems
man,
like a
which was almost
ridiculous
double
amount.
what she originally gifted me. Which
What
is
the
like,
fuck?
okay.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. People
So
are
anyways,
ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, so anyways, I don't want to linger on this shit. It's all on the YouTube page.
Yeah, I
Long
mean,
story
I just
short,
wanted to touch a little bit because, like, the reason why I wanted to touch base on that is because, like, so much shit came from it. Like, the random dudes coming at you, and then,
Yeah, well, let me finish real quick.
Okay.
Give people the synoptic view. So when I told her I couldn't do this, I said, yo, look, we're friends, and you're really good at talking to people and making things happen. Why don't you help work for me, help cultivate me business? Because, yes, I make, you know, the majority of money off my own music, but people come to me for music videos, mixing, mastering, collabs, all that shit.
All kinds of shit.
That's definitely a substantial way to monetize it as an independent artist. So I was like, yo, if you can line this shit up, then I'll give you 50% of whatever you bring to the table. So if you give me a music video for $4,000, I'll give you $2,000. If you give me a collab for $1,000, I'll give you $500. You give me a mixing, mastering job for an album for, you know, $2,500, I'll give you $1,250. Like,
that's lit. That's legit.
Yes. I was willing to work for half my rate just to help her out, because she helped me out when I was struggling.
100%.
So
yeah.
I'm just trying to show her love back, and I'm like, dude, if this can help you out of your situation financially, then I'm all for it. Let's do that together. But she wanted nothing of it. This girl, again, she got that celebrity fixation, and she tells herself this thing in her mind where, like, I'm some rich and famous, powerful person in Los Angeles, and she's some nobody, and I'm just holding out on these giant piles of money, and I don't want to give her money back. So, which is absolutely not true. I'm like, I basically might as well be living check to check, except I don't have the security of a job to cut a check. Like, it's a me living check to check and standing and falling on what I produce for myself as an independent, with no record label, no manager, no investor, no none of that shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a clue about that, and I'm over trying to help her out, and instead of being understanding and working with me on that and trying to work together to help her situation out, she said, she got it in her mind, well, then if you're not going to do that, I'm going to basically demonize you until you do. So she just went off on a tangent and started telling everybody I stole money from her dead son. She started harassing my wife, hitting her up on her email and Facebook, blowing that up. She started going to any YouTube video that mentioned me or that I post and starts blasting me in the comments. She got her neighbors to do it. She got Scotland rappers to do it. Anywhere and any place that she could possibly bash me, she did. And it was all because I just tried to help her out. And because she gifted me money when she had a bunch. So, and I was in a checkmate. Like, what can you do? I'm not going to use my whole platform to put a spotlight on her because she's just some fucking little old lady in Scotland with a dead son living on welfare, and I'm the Joker. I'm the big bad Joker. So I look like a bitch if I'm bashing her with my whole platform. But then if I don't respond to every single person that asks me about it, then it looks like I'm hiding something or I'm guilty. And then I also don't have it's not even feasible to go to all the people that she's telling her limited one-side shit and try to explain to them all the nuances of the actual situation, which is a whole ass conversation just to kind of break it down. I'm just giving you the overview.
Yeah,
it's not even feasible to do that. So it's just a well, fuck, I gotta just keep doing what I'm doing, and I would just brush people off when they came to me with messages like, yeah, she's crazy. Like that's
I mean, that's the gist of it, though. She is, bruh. I've watched this whole thing unfold, man. And like I said, I went out to work with you personally because there were so many weird ass allegations about you, and I heard such weird shit, you know. And I go to meet you, and you're a phenomenal human being. Like, I had to know firsthand, you know what I'm saying? And I just was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what this dude's about. So I flew out, hung out with you, kicked it, we worked together. Like, you changed my entire life as an artist. And you've tried to do that with so many other people, and it's like, when it doesn't work out for them, it's like, you know, how are you the bad guy in the situation? You know what I'm saying?
You've literally spent thousands of dollars with me, and have I ever once, like, wronged you ever?
Never. Bruh, you've always stayed in communication with me. We've always fucking talked back and forth. You've helped me with information for this and that, you know, and just done so much more than you should have ever done. You know what I'm saying? And that's the fucked up part, because that's how I am with everybody. Yeah, man. So, like, what the fuck?
I'm consistent. Other people are not. Like, you'll get two different reactions to the same person. Like I said, street niggas. If I did something sideways to a street nigga, Pennywise, my homie Syph, Pete Thorough, like, we're gonna have a conversation immediately. Even if I did, which I never do, but even if I did, I'm gonna hear about it.
Exactly.
There's other people who are passive aggressive, and then the situation changes in a way. I don't want to say like I did something, because I never intend to do something, but I have a big personality. So when you have a big personality, sometimes you can inadvertently step on people's toes or whatever. But when the situation changes in a way that someone who's passive aggressive doesn't like, they're gonna just smile and keep on going like everything's cool, and then they're gonna stew on that shit. And then later on, whenever they see somebody saying something negative about me, true or not, they're gonna jump on that bandwagon like, oh yeah, he did this and that. And it's like, when it happened, I didn't do shit. When it happened, you didn't say shit.
Bruh,
But all of
I've
a sudden,
seen
the bad
so
guy now-
much of that, bruh. But that's like the mentality of just everything now, man. That is that mob mentality of just social media, and I can say whatever the fuck I want to about anybody because I'll never see them in person. And bruh, let me tell you something. There's been several times where I've fucking rolled to a show in another state and I bumped into somebody that said some wrong shit on the internet, and bruh, their whole motherfucking opinion changes when you look them in their cowardly fucking face. You know, so like when I met you and you got out of your fucking truck and like I hugged you and like you were huge as fuck, bruh. Like people don't understand. Like you're a big motherfucking human being, and I'm a big person. You know what I'm saying? But like, bruh, you're just huge. You know what I'm saying? So like, dudes don't want it. Like they can talk all that shit they want to, but I personally feel like one, you'll destroy them on the motherfucking mic, which is plain and apparent and proven time and time again. And I personally feel like you would knock a motherfucker out too. So like
But the thing is, dude, I don't want to fight somebody, but I'm principled, and if you're gonna put me on the spot,
100%, man, you got to.
Where I have to, I will. But the thing is, man, like the one thing that makes me want to physically touch somebody is when we have been friends and homies and cool, and you know privileged information about my life, and then I leave the state, and then all of a sudden you got something to say about me. Like that makes me want to on site with motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Super insulting. That's like I gave you the key to my house and you went and sold a copy of that shit type stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do not
You were the
duplicate.
homie,
You know what I'm saying?
and I promoted you and I helped you, and now I'm the evil guy. I'm the bad guy when I'm no longer around you. That shit pisses me off, man. That's happened a bunch of times with people in my state, Arizona, man. Like it blows my mind how ballsy people get. Like you said, when you can't stare them in the face.
Yeah, but I mean, you
500
ain't far
miles
from
away.
Arizona, so if you had to, you know, do your thing, you could. But at the same time, it's like there used to be this thing in pro wrestling. You know, I'm a wrestler, and there used to be this thing where like if somebody checked the business, you had to beat them up. And like it gets to the point where like fighting people over principle and over respect just ends up costing money. Like Michael Jackson with his whole motherfucking trial, they didn't go to trial and they settled out court because he was going to do a $1 billion tour. And it was going to cost him over $1 billion or 1.2 billion or some shit like that. So he settled that crazy shit out of court so he could do his goddamn tour. And people don't understand like conflict and that negativity. Like, dude, it can fuck an artist up long term, you know. So like,
And I gotta check myself with that because the fucking truth fighter wants me to go to their houses and punch them in the fucking mouth.
but dude, you own people on the internet, bro. Like they'll say some negative shit, and bro, you'll just send them a book about them motherfucking selves, bro. And bro, I will sit at work on break, and I'll just look through your motherfucking responses, bro. I don't watch the news. I don't do none of that, bro. I read your comments. That is where I get my entertainment for the day, bro. And oh, you'll just kill these little motherfuckers that come at you sideways with real facts, and you know.
Randos is one thing. That's fun. I feel like it's fair game for me. If I'm being snarky on the internet and these people don't know me personally and they want to be snarky back, I can handle that, and that's fun, and I'll engage.
It is fun, dude. It is.
That doesn't make me want to feel like, yeah, some of these kids is saying some sideways shit, but to me, I'm kind of like, you don't know me, you've never met me, you're just saying shit based on
Yeah,
your
fuck it.
limited perspective, because that's how humans are. Everyone wants to have an opinion about something without actually knowing the facts. So, but that's different than, say, homie who I knew personally back in Arizona showing up on my shit and posting pictures of my house in California on my comment section of my
Wow, that's shitty. I didn't see somebody do that. Wow.
That's a different level, and that's the kind of shit where I'm like, I might not physically destroy you, but I'm gonna come see you face to face as the next interaction we're gonna have, and I'm gonna see if you want to post that picture again with me staring in your fucking eyeballs.
Yeah, dude, that's some crazy shit, man. When it comes to like personal shit and family and stuff like that, man, they better leave it the fuck alone, because then it gets real. You know, like they can say whatever the fuck they want to about King Cold on the internet, but if they talk shit about my family or, you know, the posting pictures of my house or like they want to show about my workplace, like, bruh, that gets really real. And dude, it was bad when I worked at restaurants, because then people would want to come in and like hang out at the tables I was working at, because I would serve. And bruh, I ended up stopping because like it just got too much of some stupid shit where like I don't want to you know, be disrespectful to anybody, but dude, work is work. You know, I'm doing shit, I'm busy, I got a whole banquet of motherfuckers I gotta feed tacos to. You know, leave me a fuck alone when I'm busy. And it just became a problem. It really did. So, like, it sucks, you know, not being able to just be normal out in public. And you, to a degree, is way fucking worse, man, because you literally have people in other states that don't like you. You got motherfuckers in Scotland talking shit. Like, Brian, you got motherfuckers in Singapore that probably don't like you. And like, it's some stupid shit, man. It really is. Because, like, I think you're one of the most humble, amazing people. Like I was just talking to my wife's little brother the other day about how you can just kill a fucking piano, because he was looking up YouTube videos and shit and he found Bon Iver. And I was like, yeah, man, he's tight, but dude, the Joker can kill a fucking piano. And he was like, really? And I was like, yeah, man, I mean, he can rap and he can produce and he can do all this beautiful shit, but like, he is a musician through and through. And I've watched him kill a piano. I had a video of it and I fucking lost it on my old phone. I'm pissed about it. But dude, you killed the piano from me. Yeah, you had just got it, bro. They had like just dropped it off and you hadn't fucking tuned it, and you were like really worried about how it would sound, and dude, it was just beautiful. And it's just amazing how awesome of an artist you are and the person you are, and you literally have half of the world fucking mad at you for some shit that ain't got nothing to fucking do with them. And in the long plethora of things, like one person's negativity, bruh, it can poison a whole well for a whole lot of people. Like, they don't even understand. And I hate that you're going through that, but at the same time, you handle it like a G. And it makes you such a strong, courageous human being in the long run, I think. But so
definitely polarizing, that's for sure.
Oh, no doubt, man. Like, I feel like this crazy amount of shit just flocks to you. And I think that happens with artists that other people look up to but don't really want to say that they do. Which is whatever. But, like, there's a reason why so many of these dudes had such a negative opinion about you and you were on their fucking, in their, I don't know, in their thoughts. You know, because, like, they do listen to your music and they do respect the shit that you do. And any kind of thing that they could do to lash out at you to get that 2 seconds of fucking little bit of fame, they'll try to do. You know, and it's cowardly and it's disgusting in a way for them to do it and not know, like, your whole side and opinion and not even care about it. They're just like, oh, 5 people said something negative out of the literally 1,000 people that you had worked with that said positive shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, if you were an eBay store, motherfuckers would still do what?
I said the negative gets all the attention.
It really does, man. That's some bullshit. Because, like, you put out an amazing album that's absolutely phenomenal. Like, when I went to LA, you showed me the artwork for it, and I was just blown away. And, like, you literally added 50 fucking layers on top of that for the final, which is even more beautiful. Like, your artwork is phenomenal for the album. I really like the direction your music has gone. I noticed that you didn't have any features listed, so if it's just an all Joker album, I'm super fucking hyped for that.
You talking about All The Orphans, or was it new?
Yeah, All The Orphans.
Oh, yeah.
That's all just you.
It was basically all me. There's a couple singers on there that are singing like choruses, but they're not featured singers. They're just as an extension of me.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit, though, man. That's really neat. I like it when you do stuff like that, man. Your first album was, I think it was all you, wasn't it? The Welcome to the Show album. You had, you know, the backup singers.
Yeah,
but
it was the same thing. I had people singing background stuff, but there was no, like, featuring this person using their name or anything. It was all completely me.
Yeah, which was super dope, man. I remember when I first came across that that album. It was on horrorcore.com, and I had put up my absolute piece of shit album that I put out that year. That dude, I won't even drag that shit out ever, and put my name on it ever again. It was like really bad produced and just, you know, awful shit, closet rap type shit. But I came across your shit and was blown away by it, man. Literally, I would listen to that shit all the time. And the way that you would stack your vocals with your hooks was phenomenal. And your artwork, I know this was just phenomenal too, you know, like how it would pop. And it just looked so damn professional, so tight. So, like, after that point, I realized, man, I need to start marketing my shit in a realistic aspect. So, like, even before I knew you, I was learning shit from you because of how, like, you structure business. From the get-go, like, that was the first thing I ever heard from you. And then I heard the "We'll Never Be Friends and I don't know anybody that knows you" or some shit like that song that you did with Dude. And that song was fucking tight because his part was dope.
Wow, I completely forgot about that.
Bro, that song is so fucking tight. That's like one of the tightest songs like I've ever heard you on. And like,
What was that with?
man, I honestly can't remember off the top of my head, man. But I remember that melody
It's crazy,
forever,
dude.
bro.
You're bringing up shit, horrorcore.com, and like, man, that shit's 10 years old, man.
But
That's
bro, I
crazy.
mean,
Like,
it's
take it back.
that's literally like, you know, my first impression of your shit, dude. And it was so tight because, like, once I heard you on that Dude stuff, I was like, oh, I gotta work with this motherfucker. And then, like, everything that I did was built towards like that. And then when you came at me, I was like, oh, I'm finally doing shit right. And then, like, you catapulted me to a whole fucking another level of me. And now we're doing podcasts, which is fucking dope as well. Because, like, we're learning this shit together again, you know, which is full circle. You know what I'm saying? It really is. Okay, so you've been doing these reaction videos, man. You did one to Gmo Ski's new video, which was dope as hell. He was walking a goat. It was tight as shit. I watched it too. It was just dope as hell, man. And I like the fact that you're doing reaction videos and shit. You had your beef with Playboy The Beast, and that was phenomenal back and forth. I actually liked kind of like how his shit was built. It was like, I like how he structures his songs and how aggressive they are. And he added some WWE shit, which was kind of funny. Because I'm a fucking wrestling mark through and through, and I like Steve Austin a lot. Like the person Steve Austin, I like him. So whatever, you know, I understood that. But bruh, seeing you guys go back and forth is fucking phenomenal. I like it when you have somebody that's like, I don't feel like you've ever had somebody that came back and forth with you on a level, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of was hoping more would come of that, and it just didn't. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got your point across with the situation, and it was tight that it happened. You know, because I've worked with Playboy The Beast and worked with you, and to see you guys not like each other, I hate the principles of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the fact that chick sent you a bunch of money, and she's upset about you not being able to immediately give in to all of her fucking outrageous demands is stupid as shit, and that's not fair to you at all. Because anybody put in that situation would have been like, fuck yeah, I want fucking 20 grand or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the stupid shit about it is that, like, she made it public. You know, when one side takes a situation and runs and screams and makes it public, it's kind of stupid because you never know why that's happening. You never know what their motives are. You never know the other side of the story. So the fact that motherfuckers like Playboy The Beast and Dubs take that hearsay, one-sided shit coming from some person who's obviously mentally ill, and then use that as an excuse to turn on somebody that they work with directly and know, that to me is the bitch shit. And that's why they both got it. Because especially Dubs, he was like...
Yeah, he was like in your circle. Like Playboy The Beast was just like whatever, but you worked with Dubs.
Yeah, and I put that nigga on so much shit. I put him on probably 10 songs, like, and put him out in front of everybody. And as recently as the Monday before this kind of shit blew up in November, she was or December, shit, like, me and Dubs were cool. And then on Thursday, he blocks me and drops a diss on me based off of what somebody else said. Like, that's the most coward shit.
What? So you never even talked to him personally about it. He just came at you fucking sideways publicly.
The had was him sending me a song and me giving him feedback on it, and me telling him that it was really dope and breaking down what I thought he should do for the video, and talking about him and me doing a song together, and which song he wanted me to get collab on, and just basic homie artist shit. And then he doesn't talk to me at all. That's why in that diss I said, instead of calling me, you fucking turn and drop a diss. That's some super low shit. That's as low as it goes. Like, because that's fucked up. You're taking your friendship with somebody, you're taking their popularity that they built and that they directly benefited you with for literally 5-6 years, and then you're turning it against them without even talking to them.
Yeah, super shitty, man.
It's disrespectful, it's sketchy, it's cowardly, and it's very stupid politically, because I'm a very, you've attested this whole conversation, I'm a very good person to know creatively and personally, and I would do anything for my people. So it's just stupid, man. It's just a really dumb, very, very dumb thing to do. Playboy, I don't know him as much as Dubs, but he did the same kind of thing where we were talking back and forth and everything was cool, and then based on what somebody else says, I see him popping off the mouth about me, and then I hit him directly like, dude, what's up, man? Why are you, call me, let's talk, we've talked, we know each other, like, and then him being like, nah, man, I ain't with that bitch shit, and then blocking me after that. Like, why do you go from being cool with somebody, hearing something about that person from a third party, and then instead of addressing it directly with that person, blocking and dismissing them, and then continuing to talk about them? Like, that's just the most pussy behavior.
Yeah, I don't like that shit, man. Yeah, I don't feel that shit.
That's just not how I roll, man. That's just like, I don't vibe on those levels. And then especially if you're gonna go to wax with the shit, man. Like, I've been through enough in the last 6 years of my life to where I got a treasure trove full of angsty frustration that I'm willing that you poke it with a fucking pin, and it's gonna explode on whoever in whatever direction. So when Dubs and Playboy the Beast want to do that and then go talk about me on wax, it's like, okay, let's roll. Fuck it, because I'm definitely, a big believer of forgiving your enemies and all that shit, but I'm also like a warrior too. So when it's time to go to war, I don't have a problem picking up the sword, and especially in the arena of expression via hip hop, it's kind of like I'm probably the top 0.001 percentile of like ability to tear a nigga up on wax.
Oh, no doubt.
If my heart's in it, you know what
I mean? Exactly. And like, that's why I was like, man, I just don't understand, like, people from like a third person perspective getting so deep in the shit. Because I've had like negative shit happen where I have fallouts with artists I was working with, and it's just crazy the amount of people that will side with them because of the bad fucking life choices they've made, and pity woo me, you know what I'm saying?
But it's never the real motherfuckers, though.
Nah.
You never have the issues with the real motherfuckers, because it never gets to that point, dude. You gotta be immature and very myopic to be like, oh, I'm gonna hear this about this person who I personally know, and then instead of directly confronting them or talking to them about it, I'm gonna therefore then generate a negative opinion about them, completely independent of them or my relationship with them, and then react to that as if it's gospel truth. That shit is stupid. It's stupid, it's small, it's ignorant, it's immature, it's myopic. But these motherfuckers do that. The internet got these dudes doing this shit. And I don't know what the hell goes through your mind where you're like, I'm going to trash this whole relationship based off of third-party hearsay and based off of trying to get 15 minutes of attention. But it's very stupid and very short-sighted. And I think both of those fools are going to eventually pay the price for that shit. I think they already have, because, they got eyeballs on them from it, but they didn't get the right kind of eyeballs.
I mean, look.
During my dissing days, I used to think that if I can diss the right people, and even though it came from a real place, I was very opportunistic. Like, I know this is going to make a big splash. Like, subliminally, I was thinking if I can diss the right people, I can take that attention and use it to my advantage. And yes, you can, but there's a whole host of bullshit that comes along with that. You don't want too much negative attention in the wrong arena. You want to be pro something of your own, not just anti something else. And that's something that Dubs fucking hasn't learned, that Playboy hasn't learned, that all these nobodies on the internet trying to diss me haven't learned. Like, you can't just be anti-Joker and ride that to fame and fortune, because you'll never be bigger than the thing you were against. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I mean, here's how I look at it. I've never had a situation where somebody said a negative motherfucking thing about me, and I've been able to Google them and find who they actually were. You know what I'm saying? So, like, until I find somebody that I can Google that I can't fit their whole motherfucking house inside my living room, I'm not going to worry about their opinion and their negativity, bruh. I keep doing me, I keep moving, and I march to my own drum, you know? And you'd be surprised how many motherfuckers were like, yo, you shouldn't be fucking doing this. This isn't where you belong. Are now like, hey, man, will you feature on my shit? And I'm like, yo, a motherfucker's busy. I stay with it. You know, I turn down more collaborations than I ever thought that I would do. And bruh, I've gotta love the track. I've gotta like the production. I gotta like the cadence. I gotta like the substance of the song. Like, I've done a million songs in my life, man. Now I'm like picky choosy with everything I do. And, like, really, I don't want to work with the wrong person that's going to go in the wrong direction. And then I'm like, oh, I worked with the motherfucker that killed his family with an axe. Or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, bruh, underground rap music is a scary, fucking, crazy, political cesspool of nonsense and bullshit. But, I really do appreciate you talking with me today, man. It's been love. It really has been. You want to drop all of your social media pages and where people can find you and follow you?
Yeah, dude, man. It's facebook.com/The Jokerr with 2 R's. Let's see. Twitter is The Joker's Legacy, @The Joker's Legacy. YouTube is /The Joker's Legacy. TheJokerr.com. All the Jokers spelled with 2 R's, by the way. That's how you differentiate me from the Batman bullshit. Just add an extra R on the word Joker, and that's me. All that's mine. Instagram, The Joker's Legacy. Facebook, The Joker's Legacy. The Joker. TheJokersLegacy.com, TheJokerr.com. All that shit goes to me. So yeah, just look up The Jokerr with 2 R's anywhere. Facebook, Spotify, and you're inevitably gonna find my shit.
No doubt, and there's a treasure trove of it. You literally have more music than anybody I know, and literally it's all incredible. It's really deep. It's really dope.
Albums, man. It's crazy, man.
Dude, dope albums, man. Like, I turn on your shit and listen to all of it like I would a Pink Floyd album or like a Tool album. Like, it's literally front to back. I enjoy all of it. There are no skips on that shit. It is literally, it's just, all of your work is masterpieces, man. I really, really appreciate you being a part of the show and just being a real motherfucker and a great friend. Like, you're an inspiration to me, and I literally look up to you, and I appreciate you letting me be under your learning tree and just helping me out as much as you have. It's really been a blessing.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, it's likewise, man. You've been one of the realest since I met you, and that's never going to change. So I really appreciate it. Inviting me and interviewing me and talking to me about all this shit. It's good to be able to just kind of spill interactively instead of just monologuing like myself with my my podcast stuff up till now. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. And the respect and love is mutual.
No doubt, man. Well, I'll have you back on the show another time, man. If you ever need anything, just holler at your boy, okay?
My G.
All right, my brother. Be safe.
I need a car that's off the hook. Old school dope look. Paint job got them shook.
You are now listening to a
Creamy
Power
like
Requires
Stephen
Hustle
King.
presentation.